human resources in general can be complicated, and that's why HR responsibilities can feel overwhelming. My organization is the primary cardiovascular provider for North Central Florida. We employ over 200 employees, all of who are dedicated in delivering the very best in patient care. We continuously strive to be a great place to work, so it is critical for us to have a strong HR team that supports our employees and providers. When the HR director decided to retire, I assumed the role of human resource manager. I had confidence in my experience to take on this new role, but I also recognized our HR team could utilize some extra support. We considered other firms, but James Moore came highly recommended. Once we met with Julie Knisley, we knew James Moore was the right fit for our organization. Since then, James Moore has more than lived up to our expectations. Our questions and inquiries are always met with prompt responses and guidance on how to execute our ultimate decisions. Our dedicated consultant, Katie Howard, has been an incredible resource throughout the years. She has always been easily accessible and responsive with all of our emails and phone calls. While we have a strong HR team in our organization, James Moore continues to provide the outstanding support whenever needed. We too would highly recommend to others their service, knowledge, and guidance they have provided for us throughout the years.